We're going live. We'll post this, so even if you didn't catch it live, you can see it later. But this is Henry. You guys met Henry before.
How's it going?
He works in my office with me, and Henry always brings up interesting cases to me that we talk about. And this one is caught our attention. It actually caught our attention last week, but we didn't have a chance to sit down and talk about it. The Dave case, the singer named Dave. Now, before this news came out, I never heard of this guy. I never heard of Dave. I had no clue who he was. If you played a song for me, I wouldn't know who he is. Henry tells me he's never heard of him. We asked another person who was undergrad if they heard of him, and they hadn't heard of him until this case came along. So I thought at first it was maybe my age, and that's why I hadn't heard of him, but nobody's heard of him. Apparently he's a famous person. He's a famous singer. But so the story happened on the 8th. They had towed this Tesla that was parked for over 72 hours in Hollywood Hills. So if your car is parked for a long hours, like over 72 hours in a certain spot, and someone calls, they'll come and tow it. So the car was towed. It was taken into a tow yard. The people at the tow yard smelled a funny odor coming from the car. They called the police. A body was found in the trunk, a dismembered body. This was on the 8th, September 8th. And the body was identified on the 17th, 2 days ago. Today is September 19th, to be of Celeste Rivas, who is a missing teenager. She was missing since
April 5th, 2024, so about 2 years. She was 13 at the time.
Yeah, she was 13 at the time she went missing. She's from Lake Elsinore. And they say that she was, the body was dismembered. It was severely decomposed and found inside a bag in the front trunk, which, you were going to say something?
Yeah, you forgot to mention that her mom also said that she knew that her daughter had a boyfriend named David.
Yeah.
But she never met him, so she can't confirm who she is, but she knows.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. Yeah, so the mom has been interviewed, and the mom confirmed that she knew her daughter had a boyfriend named Dave, but she never met Dave, so she didn't know who it was, if it was this guy or not. And then apparently she had a tattoo of "sh" on her right index finger, but Dave has it too. His real name is David Burke, this guy that goes by Dave, and he has a tattoo too, so that's one clue. Then the other thing I heard is he has a video where in the video he's talking about the person he loves, and he like killed him in his mind or something like that, and he murdered him in his life.
I think it says Celeste in there.
Well, no, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
But this video got released on the day that would have been Celeste's birthday. Hey, Deanna, or Denia, is that how you pronounce it? How you doing? We're talking about Dave. So I wanted to know what you guys think. But yeah, so he dropped this video the same day with her birthday. And then I heard that he has an unreleased track that I actually saw some of the lyrics to, that her name is in it. And he's talking about Celeste, and he's talking about, I smell her odor on my clothes like cigarettes and stuff like that. The song that he has is pretty dark. So it's going to be very interesting. They executed a search warrant on his house on the 17th and 18th.
Yeah, in the Hollywood Hills. I think he's renting it, so house he's renting in the hills.
Yeah, it's not his house. It's renting it. Hey, Tennille. So, so they haven't said what they found in the search warrant, if they found anything at the house by executing the search warrant. LAPD robbery homicide is taking over the investigation.
He's cooperating with the police as well too. So
yeah, he's cooperating. In his defense, the police have said that a suspect has been linked. Well, no, they linked David when they've heard that it was registered to him, but they're saying that a number of people could have been using that Tesla in the past year. So it's registered to him, out of Texas, his Texas address, but a number of people could have been using it. So in his inner circle, somebody might be using it, and he knew nothing about it, and he didn't know anything about the Celeste person. One theory or one alternative story that comes to my mind is someone is in his inner circle, right? Pretends to be him, lures this woman in, this teenager, and takes advantage of her, and gets rid of her. And Dave Burke has nothing to do with it and doesn't know anything about it. But that's just a wild theory that just came to my mind. So I don't know.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty. So it's going to be very interesting. Some of the other things that stand out in my mind is apparently he was dating her, according to the allegations. He was dating her when he was 17 and she was 12. They're both minors, but still 17 and 12 is different in the eyes of the law. And then at one point he would have been 18 and she would have been underage still. So that becomes in itself a crime. The neighbors in Lake Elsinore believe that Celeste was a runaway. They described her as a good student. They said she was well liked. So the legal status of the case as of today is undetermined death. It's not officially a homicide yet, so they haven't determined it, and I think that's because of the cause of death. That cause of death hasn't been revealed yet. So
no charges filed either.
No charges filed. I don't think they have enough evidence to file charges. I think everything is circumstantial. No suspect or person of interest named. David is cooperating with the police and his team. He was on tour, but apparently his tour has been canceled.
He's been dropped by his sponsorships.
Yeah, his sponsorships dropped him. They're not going to wait around and see. And you were telling me that some artists that had songs featuring him are pulling those songs from streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going downhill.
Yeah. His tour is canceled. Oh yeah, Hollister and Crocs have dropped him.
Two big brands. The question is, so what more information or evidence do you think they need to say if he did it to press charges on him? Because there's so much evidence, but obviously it's not enough to be
DNA,
like it's him.
I think DNA.
Just DNA.
They're gonna go. They're gonna try to see if they can get DNA from the body. They said the body is severely decomposed, so they might not be able to get anything. They're gonna look at the evidence they got, if any, from the search warrant in the house, and then that investigation may lead to other search warrants. So they might do other search warrants. They're gonna see if they can track that Tesla. Okay, most cars, at least newer cars, and Tesla might have that GPS system in it, right? And Tesla, the company, might be able to actually track where that car was. Because you know what? You open your Tesla with an app, right? You open the door and all that. So all that data is there. So they're going to track the movements of the Tesla to see where it was. And that actually might help Dave, because if they show that the Tesla is like, I don't know, in North Hollywood and Dave is in Texas, or the Tesla is here and the Dave's there, and when they determine the cause of death, the time period, and if Dave can say he's somewhere else, then he might be off. However, unless it's a whole conspiracy where Dave is involved in a conspiracy with his cohorts, with his buddies, or whoever it is, and they did it. So, yeah, they're going to do a lot of investigation. I don't think they're going to file charges, because they don't want to file charges without being sure of it. Because if it turns out that he didn't do it and they file charges prematurely, they're going to get embarrassed. It's happened to them before in some cases. And they don't want to do that. And I think it's still very early. So yeah, they're going to try to get the movements of that Tesla, see where it's when. And then once they do that, once they see where that Tesla has been, they're going to go and comb those neighborhoods where that Tesla has been for cameras. See if any businesses have cameras, if there's any like red light cameras or whatever it is, and they're going to see if that Tesla is on video somewhere, and then see who's driving it, what's happening with it. So I think that Tesla is going to be the main focus of the investigation on this. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think they did it? What do you think? I'm very interested to see your opinions and hear from you guys. Let me know. And for those of you who are in live and are watching this later, please put it in the comments. Put in the comments your thoughts, and I will be happy to respond to them. But yeah, this case caught my attention.
Yeah,
Caught a lot of people. Caught your
it's a
attention.
big case.
Too. Yeah.
It's an interesting case, crazy case with him being famous and all, but also like the details and stuff. And then it's kind of sad that she was young, you know?
Yeah.
She was 13, 15. Her mom not knowing where she was for 2 years, and then this pops up on the news.
Yeah, that's great. I want to know about that. I didn't read about that enough. So, did she actually run away?
Yeah. So her mom said she ran away. She said she
Yeah.
was a good student, but she ran away. So.
I wonder why she ran away. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a young age.
And then, if she ran away, did it have anything to do with Dave in this whole thing? So that's going to come back full circle. You know, why did she run away? Was she tempted or lured or tricked into running away? I want to know all those. I want to know everything about that.
Yeah.
So
hopefully these details come out.
yeah.
Keep them updated.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have the court of public opinion versus the court of law. So, court of law has certain rules. Court of public opinion has certain rules. He might turn out to be innocent at the end. Even let's say he gets charged, and it goes to trial, and afterwards it comes out that he really didn't do it. He gets acquitted, right? By that time, he's already gone through the court of public opinion, and people have already decided one thing, right? And it's we were talking about this earlier. This is going to be a stain on him and his career.
Yeah.
For a while. Even if he comes out squeaky clean, it's going to be a stain on it. He's already lost sponsorship. He's already
song features.
He's has song features.
Revenue from tour.
Yep, revenue from tour. So he's not in a good place right now. He's not. I'm sure. I don't think anybody being involved in something like that would be in a good place. So it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. I'm interested to hear what you guys think about it. We're gonna come on live again and talk about this when more evidence comes out, more news comes out. But what do you think?
I think it's an interesting case. I think personally maybe there might be more than one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe there might be like a ring or something. I don't know. That's just my assumptions because, like you said, he's on tour, so, and he's a celebrity. Sometimes they have like their posse, you know. So you never know. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It's just interesting because with these details, they're too vague to know enough, you know.
Yeah.
To make assumptions.
Yeah. Someone could be setting him up.
Yeah.
Or he could be the mastermind of this horrendous
Whole thing. This
whole thing,
time.
and then
just cover up behind an artist.
Yeah, make sure he's somewhere, somewhere else when things are happening. But he's the one who put him in motion, so
we really
it's gonna
don't
be
know.
interesting.
Yeah, we really don't know.
They're gonna subpoena his phone records too. They're gonna subpoena his phone records. They're gonna subpoena her phone records. They're gonna try to see. They're gonna trace that Tesla where it's been. They're gonna try to trace her footsteps, if anything, and but yeah, it's gonna be it's interesting because she's been missing for about
almost more than 2 years.
Yeah, so
well, about a year and a half, almost.
A year and a half. So there's no trace of her. So I don't know how they're gonna retrace her footsteps unless someone comes and says, "Oh yeah, I saw her, on the street, or I met her, or something."
That is true.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting. And then, is this gonna stay in the news? Right, this case might go on for a while, but are people gonna still cover it? So things might happen and we might not hear about it because it's not in the news and we have to actually go search for it. So we'll see.
Yeah, keep you guys updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. Check out his shirt, by the way. It's an awesome shirt. You guys want one of these shirts? You let me know. I have some. I'll send them to you. Send me a message. Give me your address. I'll send you a shirt. You guys have a good weekend, and we'll post some more for you.
Yep. See you guys soon.